talent? Can you be excellent at identifying great talent and selling the story of the company well enough that your conversion rate is higher than average? Good for you. Lower cost, better talent. Can you pay them appropriately? Pay them too much, you're less profitable. Pay them too little, you have churn costs. You won't be profitable. There's a sweet spot of pay enough to attract and retain and motivate. You have different levers in compensation. Very complex beast. The second thing would be benefits, how you take care of them and their families. So it's something that they feel secure and cared for. How do you look at the tools they use to make sure that they're productive and feel like they can be effective at work and doing meaningful work? How do you do blank? So you disaggregate learning and development. How do you train and keep evolving, make them a better versions and grow their career and stay at the company so they don't churn out every 2-3 years? If you get this formula right, companies win. And he asked me, so what do you want to be when you grow up? And I said, head of HR. And he said, no, like, do you want to do recruiting? You want to be a comp leader? And I said, nope, I'm going to run HR. And I'm in 19, and it was predominantly male at the time. And he said, no, pick one. I said, no, I'm picking them all. I want to run 80% of a company's op expense. And he said, well, if it's service, it's 100%. It's all about talent. And if it's capital intense, like manufacturing, it's less. But that's on average 80%. I said, yeah, I'm going to do that. Show me how. And so the first decade was building my craft and appreciation of the craft. So each of those disciplines, I dove in a minimum of 3 years. 3 years in recruiting, 3 years in comp and ben, so on and so forth, to learn my craft so you can know when it's great and smell it when it's bad, right? And know how to fix it. And after those, tours of duty, if you will, to learn my craft, I went and spent the next day learning how to manage. I wanted to not be a good leader, but a great leader. But first you have to learn how to manage and understand what does that look like, both locally and then globally, and scale from that. And learn from your mistakes and figure out what great looks like, and then how to lead. And so in that process to manage and lead is influence. So I was coached smart enough, well enough, and heard them that I had to get out of my own function to learn the business, to learn the language of the business. So in my career, you'll see I jumped out and did sales for pharmaceutical. I did operations. I've done systems implementation. I've done large-scale change. I've integrated a legal entity in Israel. A whole bunch of different things to bring back. Why does a quota matter? Why does end of quarter matter? Year-end matter? How much change can an organization absorb? How much pressure can you put on a manager? What does this stuff really matter to company's performance? How do you measure success? Each time I did this stint,